Very noisy again in Ely today. It's supposed to be a quiet place, but obviously not, guys. So I'm just crossing the road. I've just popped into town because I just had the telly on, as one does on a Sunday morning, and there was an advert for a new Max Factor product out, and it is called the Multi Perfector. This is part of the Facefinity range. This is him, and this is in shade 3C, so they come in cool shades, neutral shades and warm shades. There's a man in the car picking his nose. How disgusting. It's really gross, isn't it? Do you know, I was on Facebook dating. No, it was one of the other ones a little while ago, and someone had used as their profile photo. He was sat there with his finger right up his nose. It was absolutely disgusting, guys, but still, whatever floats your boat, eh? So, beautiful ones, welcome back to the House of Joseph. If you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, guys. It's lovely to have you with me today. Now then, if you saw in the preamble or the intro to this video, today we're going to be talking about this, which is a brand new product by Max Factor, and it's called the Multi Perfector. It is a concealer, although I know this is going to be another blind first impression, so I know nothing about this at all. And what I'll do is once I've, should I do a blind impressions, or do you want me to do a full blind review? It's up to you guys. I could do whatever you want. I'll just open up and start playing around with it, and then it could just grow organically, couldn't it, gorgeous ones? How are you all? Are you all okay? Hope so. It's a foul old day in England today, but there we go. When isn't it? Right. So without me waffling it. So what I'll do first of all, guys, is just describe what I can see in my hand, and then I'll see if there are any claims which can give us a clue as to how to use it or what it's supposed to do, because I know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. It's brand new, as I said, and I saw it on TV this morning. Grabbed my bag, hung all of my Sunday plans all out the window just so I could film this for you, gorgeous ones. That's how special and how much you all mean to me. Honestly, that's true. So all of my friends are a bit annoyed with me. No, they're not really, but they know how important you all are to me. So this is a plastic, and I think it's 10 mil. Let's have a look, just double check. 11 mil, sorry, it says so there. You can see that, can you guys? And it comes in, I think it's shrink wrap, so you can see the old, the tear down or the perforations are along there, aren't they? And it's in a black spatula. I assume that's a doe. It's almost like a mascara wand inside a mascara, although the bottom half of this wand applicator thing is clear with some a gold branding on, and the lid is black as well, and I imagine, as I said, it's a doe foot in there. So without any further ado, any waffle from me, I'll take the old shrink wrapping off, trying to be all posh. Might have to speed this bit up, guys, because no, I won't have to. Oh yeah, perhaps I will, I don't really know. Sorry. Oh, wouldn't you know it, look at that, right across the description. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Typical. So, beautiful ones, I've managed to remove the security seal and the security tab which was covering the description. Now, if your name's Joseph and you're about 50 years old, you live in a place called Ely, and you have a YouTube channel called The House of Joseph, you will definitely need a J-cloth with you at all times, guys, because us Josephs tend to get a bit anal about sticky sort of messes on our makeup. So, okay, right, without any further waffle from me or me showing off, put that over there. Why did I just throw my J-cloth away? No idea. Oh, my makeup brush is on the floor, hang on. And this concealer was £8 from Superdrug, and it is part of the Facefinity range, and as I said, it's called the Multi Perfector, and now I can actually access the back of the product. I'll just read out what it says. Hang on, it says customizable, lasting coverage, blends effortlessly with an undetectable finish. So that sounds quite good for my requirements, doesn't it, guys? And what I might do is try and put some of this all over this old face, because they're saying it's undetectable, although concealers aren't really supposed to be used all over your entire chopses, are they? But you know, let's just play around with it, shall we, and have some fun? Why not? Because if I insist on anything on my channel, guys, we all have fun. Okay, right, so that's probably all of the remnants of that sticky mess off the back of there now, which is just a living hell for me, guys. It's just awful. I'm just going to wipe it on my t-shirt. Sorry, it's not the most glamorous thing. I am highly glamorous like that, though, guys. Always wiping and cleaning stuff on my shorts or t-shirts. So with that, and this is in colour 3C, and there was 3C, 3W, 3N, and 1W, 13. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming it's oh, okay. So I'm assuming this is 3 cool, and I'm a cool tone person. So right. So this is it. This is the doe foot applicator, and that colour looks okay, doesn't it? I assume the 3 stands for the level of the level of product, sorry, the shade of the product, or the depth of the product, I should say. So we should put quite a bit on. Let's just see, because what were the claims? Buildable, undetectable, hang on. Customizable. Now, what does that actually mean, customizable? So it's got quite a strong sort of peachy tone to it, guys. So I don't know whether that's going to suit me or not, because my skin's more pink than peach. It's got that foundation-y sort of smell to it, which I do enjoy, but there we are, that's just me. Perhaps some of you out there don't like the smell of foundations, but I quite like the smell of foundations. So that's him on the back of that hand, and it has disappeared, hasn't it? Literally, that has just disappeared. So let's have a look at this in the daylight. There's some vestiges of it left, but no, it's certainly very invisible, guys. So I'll put a swatch down here on the old choppies. So next step, guys, is to test the shade, or the you know, the shade against these old face, or this old face of mine, I should say, not these. Okay, so it looks a bit yellow, doesn't it? Let's just blend that in. And again, it's supposed to be undetectable. Is it? Obviously, you shouldn't really wear concealer over your entire face, although there's no rules to makeup, is there, guys? It's blended into my neck, and it's okay. Okay, quite impressed so far. The finish on the skin, need to clean fingers. The finish on the skin, it's sort of like gives a very matte. Can you see I'm sweating because I've just had a really hot bath, and today is quite muggy in England, or humid. That's another word for muggy, isn't it? So yeah, I just saw that. It does look a little bit obvious, doesn't it? But then again, it so I would have thought 3C would have been quite a medium. If 1, 2, it depends what 1 and 2 are. If 1's like really extra fair, 2 is fair, and 3 is light, and 4, I don't even know how many shades are in this, because obviously I haven't even looked at the website yet. But okay, quite impressed so far, guys. And this is the Facefinity range, so this is one of those ones that bonds with the skin and then stays there basically forever once it's on your face. So without any further ado, shall we, can you see that red mark on my nose there? That's from my glasses, and that's pretty much there. That's there pretty much all the time. So what I'll do is I'll just see if I can get rid of that one. So I'll put some of that on that hand, and that self-tan on the back of my hand, guys, because I did a tutorial the other day on how to make the most olive brown self-tan, and this is a concealer brush. Sorry, I'm not doing my job properly, am I? No, I'm not. So I'll load some of that onto the brush. I'll get all of it on there, shall I? Can you see that on the... Yep, okay, so let's just go in here and just see how... Ah, wow. Okay. I'm going to do my whole nose while I'm here. Should I do my whole face, guys? Why not? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? I've got any other plans today. I'm supposed to be having a date this evening, but I'm not too sure whether that's going or not, because my date actually ended up in hospital yesterday. Poor thing. Nothing to do with me though, guys. I didn't poison my date. Yes, as I said, it was date from last Saturday's returning for another one with avec moi ce soir, or with me this evening in English, because I am actually Welsh, not English, but I don't speak French anyway. So, okay. Liking this stuff. Not in love with it yet. The glasses nearly tipped off then, so put them on the lap as opposed to top of head where they can collapse backwards. So, shall I try some under eye concealing? Let's do that and see how good... Oh, there's quite a bit on there now. Can you see that on the tip of the doe foot? Let's get some of that on there, under them old eyes, shall we? And what I do is just go into the corners, because that's where I get most of my dark areas, and I don't really get bags under my dark circles under my eyes. I'm not. And so what you need to do with the concealer is just leave it for 60 seconds or so, just before it, because some of the silicones or silicones, whatever's in it, that's they're giving it the slip and slide. Some of these are water based, but if it is a silicone one, you give them chance to evaporate so that the you get basically a thicker coverage. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys? I hope so. Right, that should be long enough. So let's just start blending him into my skin. It's pulling really yellow, isn't it, guys? So goodness knows what the warm and the neutral ones are like. I can't get on with that. I'm going to have to use my finger. Sorry, beautiful ones. And you should use your ring finger and just tap it in. Like this. Do you know why you do that, guys? Because your ring finger is the weakest finger on your whole hand. It is. That's a scientific fact. Just need to clean fingers again. Yeah, I mean, if you went in with any of your other fingers, you run the risk of who's that? Oh, it's my mum just Skyping me. Sorry. Right, there'll be a whole stream of messages now from my mum moaning about something or complaining or just being mum. Bless her. So, yeah, no, that's. I'm not so sure. Really, it's certainly not undetectable, is it? Nah, it's not. Just have to go in with my brush and just finish off blending. Yeah, no, it just looks really, really obvious to me. What do you think at home? It just looks really, really yellow, doesn't it? And as I was trying to say before, I mean, goodness knows how warm or how yellow toned warm shades and neutral shades are too. But I'll just put my spectaculars on and have a close inspection. No, I don't like it, guys. No, definitely not. It's just way, way, way too yellow for my skin. No, I don't like it, so I won't be passing this one. Until, of course, we look at the website and say that 3C is actually a warm. C stands for I don't know, some shade of yellow or something, but I can't think of any yellow that begins with C. Can you? No, neither can I, guys. Neither can I. Let's leave it just for 5 minutes, shall we, and let it oxidise. So it's coming up 25 past 11, so I'll give it 5 minutes. So should we check in again at about 11:30, and then if it hasn't oxidised by then I'll be failing this one. I don't suppose it disappeared there and there. So what's the difference between my under eyes and the skin on my nose? Oh, I don't know. All is not lost yet, though, guys. I think what I might do now is just put some on the old the whole chops. How does that sound? Why not? So what I'll do is I'll start off by putting some on the old nose. So let's and the colour, it just looks really, really peachy, doesn't it? I don't know what max factor are playing at. I really don't. So undetectable, yeah. And this is, as I said, this is a concealer, so it won't give you the most sheer coverage. You know, concealers are much, much thicker than most foundations, so let's get some on that old forehead too. Quite a bit on, shall we, guys? Why not? Did it say it was customized? Yeah, it said it was customizable, didn't it? We'll have to investigate what that actually means when we look at the website. But yeah, no, it smells a little bit off-putting. It's pulling towards the more chemically side of the silicone smell, and silicones either smell chemically or they don't. And this one's got quite a strong sort of. Hang on. Just blend that one into the old nose. I don't know what to make of this stuff. Again, totally stumped. Very, very, very sheer, isn't it? Very sheer indeed. So I'll just put some onto my cheeks, and then we'll look at the website, shall we? Because this is a concealer, not a foundation, as I keep saying. So I don't really review. Have I ever reviewed a concealer? I don't think I have I? I don't know. Just blend him in. And yes, all of my reviews are on male products. Oh, has anyone seen how many Barbie challenges there are on YouTube? If I see another Barbie challenge, I'm going to scream. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. God, I'm so bitter, aren't I? Bitter old man I'm becoming rapidly. Clean them old brows. Well, I should have brought it onto the old neck, shouldn't I? Well, I guess it is. No, I'm not liking this stuff at all, guys. I just don't think it looks very nice. As a concealer, it looks awful, and as a I don't know. Hang on. About to eat my words here severely, guys. No, I'm not. Well, I don't know. On the skin feel. Oh, it's dried on the skin. It's just left a very, very slight moist sort of. It hasn't got that silicone feel to it. So I don't know whether. I think it could have silicones in it because everything does these days, doesn't it? Just cover my brows with the remnants of him. And what do you think? Just get some more on that area there. The old J cloth is obviously. No, I don't like it, guys. So it's a big thumbs down for me for the Max Factor. What was it called? Hang on. Multi Perfector doesn't perfect a thing. In fact, it makes you look like you've got a mask on, a peach mask. So no, big fail from me. Do you look at the website? Let's do that. Right, beautiful ones. I've got the Max Factor website here, and again, I'll put screenshots of those down the side. And this is called the Facefinity Multi Perfector Concealer. And it comes in how many shades? Well, it looks about 10 or 15 shades. No doubt they'll tell us. Get that effortless no makeup look with Facefinity Multi Perfector Concealer from Max Factor. It's an all-in-one liquid concealer that instantly brightens skin. I didn't think it did. In fact, I thought it made my skin look a bit like a peach, but there we go, or a nectarine, or instantly brightens skin, conceals blemishes and dark circles, and blurs fine lines for a perfect finish. Again, no, I didn't agree with that at all. In fact, I thought it was quite mask-like and not very nice at all. It's a lightweight concealer with a creamy formula and light-reflecting pigments that blend seamlessly without settling into fine lines whilst keeping skin feeling hydrated. My skin didn't feel hydrated in the least. It didn't, and I did notice it start to gather in some of my lines. Determined to hate this one, guys. Determined to. A Max Factor concealer that provides customizable coverage and won't smudge, cake or flake. Available in 10 shades. Okay, so, and they still haven't explained to us what was it, customizable thing means. So we move on to benefits. Get that effortless, no makeup look with Facefinity Multi Perfector Concealer. A bit repetitive, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's an all-in-one liquid concealer that it's an all-in-one liquid concealer that instantly brightens skin, conceals blemishes and dark circles, and blurs fine lines for a perfect finish. Claim number 3, or benefit number 3. This lightweight concealer has a creamy formula with This lightweight concealer has a creamy formula with light reflecting pigments that blends well without settling into fine lines. Don't agree with that at all. It provides crease-proof, transfer-resistant, customizable coverage that won't smudge, flake, or cake. Again, no, not agreeing with that. I'm not buying it, guys. No. The oversized Maxi Glide applicator. Oversized. It's slightly bigger than your bog standard doe foot. So again, filthy liars, aren't they, Max Factor? The oversized Maxi Glide applicator is ultra soft on skin for quick and easy application of versatile looks. I found it quite difficult to get. I did actually. When I was applying it on the skin, I found it dragged quite a lot. And if it had been a pump, then it probably would have been a lot easier. And the last claim is available in 10 shades with warm, cool, and neutral undertones. So the C must have stood for cool, mustn't it? It must have, yeah, because they've just said warm, cool, and neutral, and there was WC and N. So yeah, okay. How to apply? Here we go. Gently apply several dots under the eyes to conceal, to the highest points of your face to brighten, and around the nose and mouth to blur fine lines. With a pad or fingers, gently tap in to blend. And this was, how much was this? Hang on. Great, no price. Hang on. Should we look at Superdrug's prices? Superdrug $8.99, Boots $10.99. So why Superdrug and Boots have to have such vastly different prices is well beyond me, guys. But can you see that there? $8.99. So I've just wasted £8.99. Doesn't bother me. I do it for you, beautiful ones. But so clumsy, aren't I, guys? Okay, so my final. I'll give you my final thoughts on this one. Now, they're not going to be very good, though, guys. I can assure you that much now. So my final thoughts on the Multi Perfector, Facefinity Multi Perfector is just, it's rubbish. Do not waste your money on it, guys, unless you want a really mask-like, chalky, obvious look. It's just horrible. I didn't like it at all. The shade was way too peachy yellowy. It's supposed to be a cool undertone, and cools are supposed to be my sort of pinky blue red undertones. Yellows and oranges and those sort of colours are more warm, and this was definitely pulling towards a more yellowy orange. Settled into fine lines. The claim said it wouldn't do that. It also said that it would glide on the skin. I found it tugged on my skin. So I'm going to fail this one absolutely without a shadow of a doubt. It's a hideous product. Hideous stuff. Yeah, you can see that goes upside down. Sorry, typical me. Yeah, and I'll just mark it out of 10 quickly. 1 out of 10. No, in fact, half out of 10. Hate it. I detest this stuff. And I think what Max Factor have gone and done is they've taken the name of a really, really good line of foundations and makeup, and they've just ruined it by adding this to it, because the Facefinity range, the original Facefinity liquid foundation was one of the first ever 24-hour or long, super long stay foundations, and then they bought the Facefinity Compact out, which is my second most favourite foundation, following behind the Rimmel, which is my most favourite foundation ever now. Why am I? Right, get back onto subject now. Okay, will do. But this one, it just ruins the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just awful, hideous stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not going to pass it, guys. Sorry, Max Factor. And I haven't failed a lot of foundations and concealers in my time, have I, guys? I do pass most of them. I do, honestly. And I was quite looking forward to trying that one. But as soon as I had to go and wash my face before I finished off filming, because it just made me look awful. And in natural daylight, it looked hideous too. That's why I didn't take any photos, because I didn't want you having a good old chuckle at me at home with pink salmon-coloured chops. Do you know what I mean? Or peach-coloured chops. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed today's review or blind review of the Max Factor, what's it called? He's already forgotten the name of it because he hates it that much. Multi Perfector. If you okay, beautiful ones, that's it for today. If you enjoyed my blind review of the Max Factor Facefinity Multi Perfecting Concealer, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Similarly, do consider subscribing so you're kept abreast of it each time I release new videos, which is pretty regularly at the moment. And all that remains is for me to bid you farewell for the weekend, because it's today's Sunday. And very, very soon I'll be doing the 500 subscriber draw to give the box thing away with all of those lovely smellies in it. So, and details of that will come shortly. All right, guys, have a lovely Sunday. Take care. Bye.